Oliver and Celeste, a magical winter adventure. In the quaint village of Snowdrop Hollow, surrounded by snowy meadows and cozy cottages, lived a young reindeer named Oliver. Oliver was unlike the other reindeer. While most of them were strong and trained for pulling sleighs, Oliver was smaller and loved to make wishes. Every night he would look up at the stars and make a wish for something wonderful to happen. The holiday season was just around the corner, and Snowdrop Hollow was buzzing with excitement. The villagers were busy decorating their cottages with twinkling lights, baking gingerbread cookies, and singing festive carols. But this year, something very special was happening. The village was chosen to host the Grand Holiday Parade, an event where magical creatures from all over would gather to celebrate the spirit of the season. Oliver was thrilled, but also a little nervous. He had always dreamed of being part of something magical, but being smaller, he wasn't sure if he could help. He watched as the bigger reindeer practiced pulling the grand sleigh that would lead the parade, their antlers adorned with festive ribbons and bells. One chilly evening, as Oliver was gazing up at the stars, he saw a particularly bright star twinkling in the sky. He closed his eyes tightly and made his wish. "I wish I could be part of the Grand Holiday Parade," he whispered. Just as Oliver opened his eyes, there was a soft, shimmering glow that filled the clearing. To his amazement, standing before him was a beautiful snow fairy named Celeste. She had wings that sparkled like the first frost of winter, and her eyes twinkled like the stars. "Hello, little reindeer," Celeste said in a gentle voice. "I heard your wish, and I think I can help." Oliver's eyes widened with wonder. "Really? But I'm too small to pull the sleigh like the others." Celeste smiled warmly. "You don't have to be big and strong to be part of something magical. Sometimes the smallest ones have the most important roles. Come with me and I'll show you." With a wave of her hand, Celeste sprinkled a dusting of sparkling snowflakes over Oliver, and suddenly they were soaring through the sky. Oliver's heart raced with excitement as they flew over Snowdrop Hollow, the village twinkling below like a sea of stars. They landed in a part of the forest that Oliver had never seen before. It was the Enchanted Glade, a place where the magic of the season was the strongest. All around, the trees were decorated with glowing icicles, and tiny creatures, fairies, woodland animals, and even snowmen were bustling about, preparing for the parade. "Welcome to the Enchanted Glade," Celeste said. "This is where the magic for the Grand Holiday Parade begins, and you, Oliver, have a very special role to play." Oliver looked around, unsure. "But what can I do?" Celeste led him to a large crystal that stood in the center of the glade. It was the heart of winter, a magical crystal that held the power to make the Grand Holiday Parade truly spectacular. But the crystal's glow was fading, and the fairies were worried. "The heart of winter needs a wish to make it shine brightly," Celeste explained. "Not just any wish, but a pure wish from the heart, one made with hope and kindness. Oliver, your wish is exactly what we need." Oliver's heart swelled with emotion. He stepped closer to the crystal, closed his eyes, and made his wish again. "I wish to be part of the Grand Holiday Parade and to bring joy to everyone in Snowdrop Hollow." As soon as he spoke, the heart of winter began to glow, brighter and brighter, until the entire glade was bathed in a warm, magical light. The fairies cheered, and the woodland animals danced with joy. Celeste smiled at Oliver. "You did it, Oliver. Your wish has brought the magic back to the heart of winter. Now let's get ready for the parade." With the magic of the heart of winter restored, the preparations for the parade continued with newfound energy. The fairies decorated Oliver with garlands of sparkling holly and bells that jingled with every step. The woodland animals helped polish his antlers until they shone, and even the snowmen joined in, adding their own touch of magic. When the night of the grand holiday parade finally arrived, Snowdrop Hollow was filled with excitement. The villagers gathered in the town square, their faces lit with anticipation. The grand sleigh, pulled by the bigger reindeer, was ready, but all eyes were on Oliver as he stepped forward, leading the parade with his shimmering garlands and jingling bells. Celeste flew above, her wings casting a gentle glow over the parade. As Oliver led the way, the heart of winter floated above him, its light shining brightly, filling the village with warmth and magic. The fairies danced in the air, and the woodland animals followed, each adding their own charm to the parade. The villagers watched in awe as the parade made its way through Snowdrop Hollow. Children laughed and clapped, and the elders smiled, their hearts filled with the joy of the season. Oliver felt a sense of pride and happiness like never before. He might have been small, but his wish had brought everyone together in the most magical way. As the parade reached the town square, the heart of winter rose high into the sky, its light spreading across the village and beyond. The entire town was filled with a sense of wonder, and for a moment it felt as if time had stopped, and all that mattered was the magic of the season and the love that everyone shared. After the parade, the villagers gathered around Oliver, cheering and thanking him for making the grand holiday parade the most magical one yet. Celeste fluttered down and smiled at Oliver, her eyes filled with pride. "You see, Oliver," she said softly, "you didn't need to be big or strong to be part of something magical. Your heart was all you needed." Oliver smiled, his eyes shining with happiness. "Thank you, Celeste. This was the best night of my life." Celeste nodded and sprinkled a little more fairy dust over Oliver. "And remember, Oliver, the magic of the season is always in your heart. Whenever you need it, just look up at the stars and make a wish." With that, Celeste flew away, her wings leaving a trail of sparkling light. Oliver watched until she disappeared into the night sky, then looked around at the village, his heart full of warmth and joy. The villagers continued to celebrate late into the night, and Oliver stayed by the grand tree, watching the lights twinkle and listening to the laughter of his friends and neighbors. He knew that no matter how small he was, he could make a big difference, and that was the true magic of the season. And so, the grand holiday parade of Snowdrop Hollow became a night that everyone would remember, not just for its beauty and magic, but for the heart and kindness that made it truly special. The end.